Good morning, everyone. It's day 7 and it's time to go to Wales. Let's go. I made it. It was a lot of traveling. But this is a pretty nice room. Most important part. Yeah, this is pretty nice. So this is Cardiff, Wales. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I was booking to come to Cardiff. So this is pretty cool. I decided to just go for it and immediately go exploring because it's 3:30. No, I think it's actually 4 now. It's 4. So I don't have long to actually look around everywhere. So this is the big park. It's right behind my hotel. And this used to be part of the property for the castle when it was owned by, like rich people. I think they were of Scottish heritage, but then they gave it back to the people. It used to be the backyard for the castle. So now if I keep walking, I'll hit a river and I can take a river taxi to the Bay Area. But if I keep walking down, then I'll see the castle. So we'll see what I decide to do first. So this river connects to the ocean, but this is fresh water, not salt water, because they have a barrier in place, which is kind of cool. It's so nice to be outside finally without carrying heavy bags after traveling all day. That was exhausting. I'm so happy tomorrow I booked kind of like a rest day. And tomorrow night, while I have Wi-Fi here, I have to book the rest of my trip, which I've already learned a lot. Specifically, I need to plan more activities. You know what I mean? Because I feel like wandering is fun. You can see a lot of fun stuff and you have a lot of freedom. But it might be cool to book like a tour, like a day tour, you know? So then I can like go bump to all these like cool places. Here's one part of the castle. We're gonna do a circle around the castle so we can get all the views. And then hopefully the rain will stop as soon as it began. I'm glad someone's having fun. I'm gonna follow them until I reach the river that we were walking along earlier that led through like the castle. And if I do that, then that should also lead me back to my hotel. And we'll have a scenic walk along the river and maybe see some birds. Duck. It looks like with like red on its cheek. Oh, there it goes. It's doing what loons do. We've seen a breeding pair. There's a bird in there. We've just seen that one. It's just chilling. And then we've seen that one. And I think that one was like the loon one. And that one. We're passing under the highway now, because if we keep on this path, we won't be along the river, but we'll still be in like a park area. Oh, that's kind of a cool shot. Hello everyone. So, I managed to find a route through Snowdon and the national park that did not require a car, so I should be okay to do it through just the buses, and some train rides through very picturesque landscapes, lots of waterfalls. We've been going up partway the Snowdon mountain, and yeah, I'm excited. Yesterday a pretty crazy event happened. The Queen died yesterday. Very sudden. I'm sure obviously when I upload this would be old news by now, because I'm planning to upload all the videos by the time I come home. Obviously the whole of UK is in a mourning period, so some stuff will be different. I know that the train strikes that were planned for September have been cancelled. Let's just go out already. Today is day 9. 8. I think it's actually 8. Never mind, it's 8. I think it's 8. But yeah, today's day 8, and it's gonna be an exciting day because we're gonna be going to the coast again, this time Wales edition. My original train was cancelled, so I'm gonna be taking a different one that leaves at 11:20, which is totally okay because that meant I got to have breakfast here, have a chill morning, do some paperworky stuff on my computer. So yeah, it all worked out for the best. And also, today looks gorgeous. Let's hope this weather keeps up. It's kind of a shame that today's a travel day and we won't spend it much outside, but if it continues tonight, then we can have a nice walk along the beach. And then if it continues to tomorrow, then it'll be a nice day to go watch the dolphins, which I'm really excited about. I hope we see some. I don't think I'm ever gonna buy anything ever again after this. No more stuff. You don't need stuff, especially if you're traveling. I haven't even used most of the stuff I packed. So yeah, just don't buy anything, ever. It's not worth it. Gosh, this is my hotel room and it's so nice. You can see the sea and the boats. It has such a good view. I'm so excited to be staying here. It just looks so cozy. I'm gonna get changed right now. I'm really tired from being traveling all day, but after just walking through here for even 5 minutes, it's so pretty with all the pastel buildings and everything. And there's a beach and it's sunny for once. So I think I'm gonna get changed into some summery clothes finally and go out. For a second I was like, wait, do I not have a bathroom? But it's just very compact. Ta-da! I'm sorry. Did someone say that they were on vacation at the beach? Look, it's like a barnacle or something, but it's like fossilized. That's so cool. I had my head down too long trying to find where to step on these rocks, and now I'm like, I think I have to wrap around and then go that way. But it's hard because you don't want to step in the seawater because that would suck. I mean, I don't see anyone swimming. And usually the rule is if you don't see anyone swimming in the water, then you shouldn't go in it, because if the locals aren't swimming in it, then it might not be safe to swim. So I think tonight I'll check with my the hotel receptionist, ask, and we have all of tomorrow, and there's gonna be multiple beaches tomorrow. So I think it's just nice to just kind of chill here and look at it all. I don't know, this is so cool. I've never been in like an environment like this where it's like the tide is out and there's all this like sea life. It's so cool. Remember those fishies we saw at the aquarium? I think I just saw them, like the ones that were like on the low tide, they like to rest on the rocks. I think I just saw some swim under here, so I'm gonna lift this rock and see if they swim out. Hello? Oh, I don't see any. Am I blind? Suspicious. I'm gonna turn this over though, because there's a little snail. Oh, he just fell off. Okay, he's fine. Burp. There's like a teeny tiny shrimp. Can you see him? He's not in the sunlight, so you can't really see him. But I see him. He's so small. Oh my god, that's so cute. There's more. They're all confused. That's so funny. I've never seen these in like the wild before. I only see them in like little aquariums. You see them? Look, they're all gathering. What are they doing? Are they all just acting like little weird spiders? Look, you can see more. Oh my gosh, look at them. I just want to find like a big crab though, like Mr. Krabs. That would be so sick. That's not stable. I saw it. I saw the guppy thing. It went under the sand though. It's like over here. It went under the sand. It's just completely under it. Look, it's like an actually... I see one. They know when I see them and then they disappear. Look, I found like an actually nice shell. Normally the shells I collect are like little clamshell remains, but this one's like an actual shell. That's so pretty. Look at it. I see a whole bunch of fish over there in like a little school. I'm gonna creep up on them. Oh, I think they see me. It's okay. Can you see them? Why is this like the most excited I've ever been in my entire life? Look at these fish. Look at this. It looks like a fossil, but I don't think it is a fossil. I wonder what caused that. They have like these like bubbles on them. I want to like... They're a little bit hollow. Sorry, I just really wanted to do that. Like if they popped like bubble wrap. I'm in my element. Look, this is like legit quartz or something. Do you think it's just like the salt accumulated and crystallized, or is it like an actual like crystal? Gosh, you're just so cute. Hello. Oh my gosh, look, they're coming to my finger. Hello, babies. Oh my god, look at how funny they are. It feels like one of those like little fish spa things. Oh my gosh, look at them. Ta-da! Oh my god, I'm scared a seagull's gonna eat it. I came back and the tide looks like it came in so much more from last time I was here, even though it was barely like half an hour, 40 minutes ago. Good morning. It's time to start the day. It's definitely a bit more cloudy today, but at least it's not raining. So the plan right now is to get to New Quay. We're taking a bus that's only going to be half an hour, so not that long at all. And then we're going to hang out a bit because we'll get there a bit before the tour actually starts. The tour starts at 10:50. And then when we do that, yeah, we'll just explore a bit. Then we'll go on the tour. It's 1.5 hours. I really like it, and if we don't see dolphins, I might book the next one. And then we'll just kind of go off of how we're feeling. Like if I like New Quay, I might stay a bit longer, or I might just come on the next bus back here to Aberaeron. But yeah, today's gonna be a good day. Let's go. Okay. So I started the day by getting to the bus stop and realizing the bus that I needed to take to New Quay does not run on Sundays. So I decided to get a ride using the only taxi service in the whole area since it would be a short drive anyways. The vibes I got from New Quay was sleepy seaside village where people go to retire, which I found very relaxing. While waiting for my dolphin tour, I went to some sand beaches and got an ice cream cone. But then when I arrived at the marina for my tour, I overheard someone talking with the captain, asking if they've seen any dolphins today, and he was like, no, and the other guy was like, yeah, I feel like the season is ending for them to be here in the bay, and I was like, uh-oh. But I wasn't going to give up hope. I got on the boat, and off we went, setting sail into Cardiff Bay. Now, the tour wasn't entirely dolphin-oriented. They spoke a lot about the general marine life and history of the area. For example, we passed this house on the hill that would have been the home of the famous Welsh poet Dylan Thomas. At one point, we saw a baby seal on the beach waiting for its mom. Well, kind of. It was super hard to see because it just completely camouflaged on the beach rocks. So even in person, I found it nearly impossible to see it. Like, I kept mistaking it for, like, different rocks. But everyone else could see it. And yeah, after scanning the open sea, there were no dolphins to be found. But you know what? I refused to give up. They had a second tour right after, so I went for it. I really, really wanted to see a dolphin and didn't want to give up. Like, when would I get another opportunity? So we set sail for a second time. We passed the beach again that had the baby seal. Still couldn't really see it, but maybe you will have some better luck. And did my persistence pay off? No. Still no dolphins, but at least I can't say I didn't try. And the boat ride itself was pretty fun, even if it did start to drizzle at some points. But you know, it just feels the ambiance. And I felt better after getting a hot chocolate. And then it was time to meet up with my taxi to get back to my hotel. Hey everyone! So I'm back at the hotel now, obviously. I had a quick break just because I wanted some time to chill out and kind of warm up after being in the rain for so long. Because it rained on the boat ride and then all the way back. So I was feeling a bit cold. So I took a quick break here beach to see if there's any more of those pools. And we can see if we can find any other sea life. Because that was quite fun to do yesterday. I really enjoyed that. And we have to make up for not seeing any dolphins. How dare they? Honestly, that was so rude of them. I tried so hard. I even went on the second tour and it still didn't work out. But that's okay, because at least I made it there. It was a fun boat tour. It's all fine. Here's one of these guys that like baked on last time. Can I like pull it off? It's pretty stuck and I don't want to break it in case it's alive. You know? I just wanted to throw it back in the water so it wouldn't dry out, and then also look at it and see if it looks like a snail or not, because it kind of looks like it would look like a snail, you know what I mean? Wow. I don't know. I'm just so amazed by this type of landscape. Oh my gosh. What is that? What is that? It looks like a fish, but like a really weird fish. I think probably the seagulls ate it. We're gonna explore the part of the town that I haven't seen yet, which I think is over the bridge. There's more like houses over there, but they get progressively less like colorful like this and more into like actually people's homes, like residence buildings. So over here I think we can see the other side. where the ocean is, and those other line of colorful houses. That line of purple houses with the yellow one at the back are so pretty. That's like a really nice color palette, honestly, with like the pink door. And then more. Look, it's a different view. There's my hotel at the end. It looks literally like a dollhouse. So pretty. Ta-da! Good morning, everyone. It's an early morning today, and I'm about to go catch my bus, and we're gonna take it to Aberystwyth, and then we'll have like an hour or so to have breakfast somewhere, because it's too early to have breakfast here. Yeah, and then we're gonna get on the steam train, hopefully make it on time, and we're gonna take the scenic train ride to the Devil's Pulpit. Exciting. And the best part is that so far, knock on like wood and everything, it looks like a nice day. I'm gonna miss this view. This was a really, I'm just trying to move the shutter. I'm gonna miss this view. It was a really nice hotel and everything, a nice view. I really enjoyed my stay here. Good place. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful morning. It's beautiful. It was so nice sleeping last night because you could hear all like the boats making these noises. I'm sure for some people that would be kind of annoying, but for me I found it really relaxing. It just reminded me that I'm literally staying in a little Welsh town on the coast. Very nice. We made it. So now I'm just gonna drop my baggage off at the hotel I'm staying in. It's too early for check-in time, obviously, but they said that they'll reserve my bags at reception. So that's what we're gonna do. We did it. This is the hotel. It's very bright and cheerful. But I passed a cafe and I am quite hungry. I kind of want a hot chocolate because if you couldn't tell already, I love hot chocolates. It's like my go-to, especially when the weather starts to get cold. So yeah, let's do that. I can wander around a bit. And then our train leaves at 10:30. So perfect. Everything's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, train time. I really don't know what to expect from this ride, but it was definitely interesting. I decided to take this steam train because it went directly to the Devil's Bridge, and I thought it would be much more entertaining than taking another bus. It was great because I managed to score a window seat and was on the side with the most picturesque views. We started in a field area and made our way up some steep hills that progressively got more forested. At every stop, the train conductors would refill the train, since it was an entirely run steam train, which made going uphill kind of slow at some points. And as you can see, it was very authentic based off of the soot that got blown onto me. But that's just part of the experience. Now, after making it to the Devil's Bridge, I didn't have that long of a time to go and enjoy everything, since the train would only make so many journeys and I didn't want to get stranded for 4 hours. So I rushed to the bridge and falls. Now, of course, there is a legend about this bridge and waterfall, which I will happily tell you. Now, the original bridge, which is the lowest, as there is a total of 3 bridges stacked on top of each other, was said to have been built by the devil around the 11th century, as it would have been too hard for regular people to build at the time. He built it for an old woman whose cow had somehow crossed the other side of the river, and his only stipulation was that he asked to keep the soul of the first living thing that crosses the bridge. The old lady was like, okay, but that night was a little suspicious because that's kind of an odd request. The next day, the bridge was completed, and when she got to the entrance, she took out some bread and threw it across for her dog, making it the first living thing to cross the bridge. The devil was super upset by this trickery, as it did not want the soul of the dog, and he vanished, never to be seen in Wales again because he was that embarrassed. I don't know, I would have been pretty happy to have gotten a dog, but to each their own. The next bridge to be built on top of the original is from the 1700s, and the most recent from 1901 is made out of iron, with the Vale of Rheidol Railway Service, which is the train service I used to get up there, being established a year later in 1902. So this is a spot with an interesting history and some breathtaking scenery. After the train ride back down, I decided to visit Aberystwyth Castle, which is just ruins now, but it was surprisingly fun to just explore. Like, when walking around, you can definitely get a feel of the layout of the castle and what it might have looked like. A great spot for hide and seek for sure. It was built in the 13th century by King Edward, who was being kind of a jerk and trying to conquer Wales at the time. Even though the location of the castle was very strategic, it got captured and recaptured a bunch of times until the 15th century, when it got so damaged it couldn't really be repaired anymore, which is a shame because I'm sure it would have made a very pretty castle and tourist spot for the town if it was still intact. But the ruins were still worth a visit. Next, I kind of explored the town a bit more and realized how much soot was still on my face, even though I thought I wiped most of it off after the train ride. Next, I passed this adorable library and got a late lunch before heading to the local museum. Like the Elizabethan house in Plymouth, it was set up to look like the past using real artifacts. There was a big emphasis on cinema, as I believe this building would have originally been a theater. It was very fun to walk around, and I loved the exhibition that they had going on at the time. The story I thought was really impactful and is actually being shown right now at the Cardiff Museum. It's called Go Home Polish and is a series of photographs by Michael Iwanowski. He is both Polish and British, and after the announcement of Brexit had to deal with the racist unrest resulting from that, and decided to walk from London to his birthplace in Poland. I will link his Instagram below, and I don't want to spoil too much of his story because I don't know if it's okay for me to film and talk about it because I know some artists are iffy about that. But yeah, definitely check him out on your own time. And then the rest of the museum had some cool Easter eggs like a painting of the castle ruins and the poster that was on that info board at the beach.